Welcome back to part 3 of books I think my grandma would have had on her bookshelf. And today we have a 2-for-1. I read books 1 and 2 in the Ravenels by Lisa Kleypas. So the first one is Cold-Hearted Rake. And this one was okay. This is very much the first in a series. I think this series is like 6 or 7 books. So we're establishing the family and the setup a little bit more than we're focusing on the main couple. We have Kathleen is our main female character, and then Devin, who is our main male character. Kathleen has just recently been married and then immediately widowed after 3 days of only being married. And now she's at the estate with her husband's 3 sisters. And so her husband's cousin, Devin, comes in because he's the inheritor of the estate. And so the two of them sort of butt heads as they're trying to manage the estate, and then inevitably they end up falling in love and getting married. And so it was really cute, and but I think what I loved the most was the setup of all the side characters the most, and it makes me excited to read more. As far as Kathleen and Devin, like, they're cute, but it was almost more fun to see their relationship in the second one than it was to see them in this one. For me, this was like a solid 3-star read, but I can see just from reading this one why Lisa Kleypas is so highly, highly recommended, and I'm really glad that I sort of pivoted and started to read some of her books, because Marrying Winterbourne, which focuses on the first of Kathleen's deceased husband's sisters, Helen, focuses on her. This book was incredible. We have Helen, who is extremely shy and demure, but she is absolutely not weak, and I love the way that she sort of asserts herself and grows in her confidence, and you realize that she's quiet not because she's weak and because she's sort of a bland character, but because she's just reserved and quiet. And so I really related to Helen in that respect. And then Rhys, the main male character, is Welsh, and so we get a lot of cool information about how the English perceived Welsh people and the interplay of that in high society, because he has risen to be this sort of self-made man. And yeah, there's so much I loved about this. I can't quite get into some of my favorite things because that would be a spoiler. But where this one was more like a 3, this was like a 4 to 4.5. This was so good. It had me swooning and laughing and actually made me tear up at the end. So highly, highly recommend. There's a reason that Lisa Kleypas is so well beloved in the historical romance genre. And I can't wait to read more by her.